Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Good Boys by 3B Radio, a show set in the futuristic world of infinity by Corvus Belli, and starring these wonderful high-speed, low-drag operators who are making their way through the intricacies and espionage so prevalent in this futuristic world. We're going to be introducing the characters, starting with Skull.
All right, I am actually playing Antonio Salazar, a man who rose from humble origins to a respected position in the glorious military arm of the faith. Antonio is a man of consummate faith and professionalism. As a Knight of Santiago, he is an expert in the arts of space combat and swordsmanship. He finds himself currently seconded to O12, and he's leading this merry band of misfits to his absolute displeasure. But perhaps through fate he may yet persevere and punch Guignon in the face.
He totally
All
deserves
right.
it.
Up next, we have Rurik playing as Johnny.
Hey guys, I'm Rurik. I'm playing Johnny J Dog Madison, the devil dog face of the group. Imagine the stereotypical American Boy Scout from somewhere in the Midwest, trained in the military, went to academies, did survival training. Now also make him a werewolf and give him a large canine as a partner, and you essentially get Johnny. After serving his time in the military, Johnny realized that on Dawn, his home planet, dog faces will always be looked down upon, and so he decided to join up with O12 and see if the rest of the galaxy is just as bad.
Next up, we have Johnny's canine partner, Laddie, played by Megan.
I'm Megan, and I play Laddie, who is an antipode, which is basically an alien dog from Ariadna, which is more or less New Earth. He is about the size of a gorilla. He is from the Scottish part of Ariadna and has gingery fur and kind of a Scottish accent, except he doesn't really talk much because he has dog vocal cords. He does a lot of growling and barking. He broke away from his tribe and joined the military, which is where he met Johnny. And antipodes think in trinaries, otherwise they're kind of wild, which are 3 antipode pods. So with Johnny as his handler, he's more or less pretty lucid and doesn't think all dog thoughts.
And then last but definitely not least, we have Z, played by Kat.
Hey guys, I'm Kat, and I play Z. She is an octopus biomorph. She stands at a whopping 2.5 feet tall. She still has tentacles and her mantle, and her skin is still very cephalopody and can even change colors a bit. She was created on the nomad ship Bakonin, and she happened to have escaped her creator, getting this new biomorph mentality and body and everything. She wants to use the years she has to explore and everything it has to offer, and that's how she became a hacker, and she's really, really good at it. And she found her way to O12 and this lovely bunch and the good boys. So.
All right, so last we saw our intrepid heroes. They had just managed to get out of a difficult situation. Ultimate regicide, as so called by its organizer, a man called Guignon. They have been trapped in an orbital station along with several other teams defending VIPs that were not only under the threat of each other, but also of assassins. Our team managed to survive until the end before their VIP, a Toha delegate called Kari Suran, was herself assassinated by what seemed to be a specular killer. After which...
he has a crush on, by the way, just saying.
I don't know if that counts as assassinated. That was clearly suicide by Speculo.
Yeah. Suicide via incompetence.
After these events, there was an O12 ship that docked on the station, and our heroes were ushered in to meet none other than Guignon himself. sitting behind a very nice antique wooden desk, and praising them on an amazing performance. And that's where we're at.
Before we get into the game itself, which I need to remember for next time to do this beforehand, channel announcement. El bastardo. You will see that you guys can spend channel points on buying momentum for the squad or heat for the storyteller. Momentum and heat are what we use to get extra benefits during combat or any other actions. There is also currently a community challenge going on where you guys can spend points to let us know that you'd like to see us do another Valheim game or something similar. You can absolutely vote for a different type of game. I know that certain people who are Iberian and of bald pate have been voting for a different game. But that's one of the things that's going on. Also, for those of you who have been our Prime subscribers in the past, please double check that your subscription is still live, assuming that you still think we're as awesome as you did before. For those of you who have not subscribed, please remember that Amazon gifts you a free subscription to a Twitch channel of your choice, and we would all personally love you if you would help us out with that. Now, Julio, take it away.
All right. So, as we last saw, you guys are right now on the ship, and you are facing Guignol. It is a very antiquely decorated office. It is completely full of bookshelves all around. The books are leather bound. This seems like a very expensive place to be inside this ship.
Vladdy already threw his chain rifle at him.
So Johnny looks right at him. I go, in the lexicon of my home planet, what in tarnation?
Oh my god. Antonio's like this close, to throw like fucking Doha delegate that he is carrying on his shoulder at Guignon.
Just chuck the whole guy at him.
Just chug at him.
Vladdy will take him and do it for you.
Actually, before you came in, the delegate was also ushered in a different direction by the two Kappa troopers that brought you here.
Can't be ushered. He's being carried. It's a stupid plant.
They offloaded the potatoes from me.
They're Kappa troopers, not bronzes. These guys are not heavily armored or anything like that to carry people.
You gotta carry between two of them. If that is the case, no, that's fine. I let Johnny outburst first, and Antonio calms himself down to civil levels, and he will let Guignon answer for himself before he commits to violence.
He sees your expressions, and he is. I have to say, I am absolutely delighted at the fact that you are flabbergasted by the situation. To be perfectly honest, I'm not your handler. I merely work for him. He is not on the ship at the moment. However, he did send me in person to answer any questions that you might have about what just happened.
Why?
All right. Antonio wants to guess. Antonio's like, let me guess that way.
Is this Jeopardy now?
Ooh, I would love to hear this. Tony,
Antonio stipulates that this is all an elaborate setup on part of O12 to get rid of notorious war criminals, and on our case, only circumstantial allies in the shape of the Toha, with big loyalties to the human cause as is, under the guise of a terrorist attack.
Guignol stares at Antonio for what seems to be like a full minute before he says, "You are so damn sharp. My goodness. How? I am. There's no words. There's no words. I mean, I was expecting to have to explain to you how you work for Bureau Noir, not Starmada. So this kind of thing, this kind of underhanded methods are to be expected. But wow, Tony, my goodness, I'm impressed. Look at the brain on Tony.
Johnny
gonna let him call him Tony like that?
Johnny looks at Laddie and he goes, "This is CIA crap."
Laddie doesn't know what the CIA is.
Johnny doesn't either. It's an ancestral historical piece of information.
He's watched a lot of I don't even know, CSI.
The phrase "this is CIA crap" has been passed down to U.S. Ariadnans for generations. Well, yeah, that is pretty much on point. Your handler, the Red Bishop, he hired me in order to orchestrate this little gathering that you saw here. Everybody that was a target was a criminal. Everyone that was an assassin was a legitimate assassin, and we just needed to tie up loose ends, pretty much. But there is one thing. There is one thing that we were hoping to do that we were unfortunately unable to tie up, and that unfortunately is Sybil. And on the screen behind them, you see a picture of Shu.
Of the specular. Okay.
Yeah.
That was gonna be Antonio's next question.
To be honest, we were all hoping that you might have a chance to capture Sybil, dead or alive. But it didn't happen. It was an extra, so to say. She's definitely a difficult target to pin down, so I understand. It's no big deal.
Perhaps
That one's gonna be a sneaky one.
in the future, if we're dealing with shape-shifting alien assassins, you let us know we're dealing with shape-shifting alien assassins.
Oh, if it only were so simple. But unfortunately, I don't make the rules.
He's gonna hit you with the "we do not do that here."
At that moment, the screen behind them, it flickers for a second, and up comes a stylized image of a red chess piece, a bishop. And a very modulated voice comes through from it, saying, "Agents, your performance was certainly admirable. As Guignon already told you, we were certainly hoping that you would have the opportunity to capture Sybil, but since that was not achieved, we will have to look for other means of doing so." Guignon here is an asset. He is not officially part of O12, but he is one of my many associates within the human sphere. We are currently engaged in a chase for Sybil. Not only because she is, of course, a specular killer, but because she has information on a great deal of organizations that have interfered with business of the sphere in previous times. And she could probably lead us to the core of those problems. I see it looks like Johnny has a question.
Johnny is uncertain how he feels working for an organization which treats the human sphere as a monolithic entity when everyone is always screwing over Ariadna.
You saying this out loud?
No, he's just... You've seen the Trevor Noah gift set when he's talking to Tommy Lahren?
Yeah.
That's actually where Johnny's at right now.
This is all about the big chess pieces. Ariadna doesn't register on the board, sadly.
At this level, no one registers on the board. to be perfectly honest.
Panel likes to think different.
So
They like
So Johnny looks at him and goes, "Okay, look, y'all are playing quadratic chess. I'm a Marine. I just need to know my next mission."
What you want me to do? What you want me to kill?
He's just like, "Look, I don't care."
That is admirable work ethic, Agent Madison. And certainly, you will all be briefed on your next assignment promptly. For now, you will transmit to Concilium, where you will rest, hopefully, and meet with me in person, at which time I will give you the rest of your assignment.
Okay.
Antonio wants to know when's the closest time he can get a medical checkup, considering the side effects of his successful operation, which O12 would obviously be in the know about because it'd be in his medical file.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a doctor.
Is Concilium where we're essentially based out of? That's where we live?
Concilium Prima is the main planet of O12. That's where the hub of O12 is located.
Yeah, you can think of it as oh my god, where the Senate is located?
I just need to know where my turtles are. Johnny owns 2 turtles, and they're at his apartment, and they've got an automatic feeder. But he wants to get back to his turtles.
Yeah, you guys would definitely have digs on Concilium Prima.
Look, man, it was a weird thing that I rolled up in my character creation. I have 2 tiny pets. And I decided...
You decided they were turtles?
Yeah. They're absolutely turtles. One's named Rocky and the other one's named Apollo. Those are my turtles.
They're good, strong names.
Guignol at this point gets up from the table and he says, "Well, if you don't need me anymore, I will be taking my leave." And just strolls past the gate and leaves.
Johnny takes a moment trying to think of a good reason to punch Guignol in the teeth.
He doesn't need a good reason. He needs to know. He just needs to consider whether it's worth the potential fallout.
Right. That's exactly it. I need a reason good enough to be worth the potential fallout, and since he doesn't, he allows him to leave.
Cool.
With no punches.
So yeah, the ship undocks, and it starts making its way out to the circular that will transit it to Concilium. Now, is there anything that you guys want to do while you are on Concilium?
I need to get that medical exam. I need to know.
Every time Antonio mentions medical exam, Laddie pulls out his little emergency doctor kit,
No.
which you probably actually don't want him to use on you, ever.
I don't mind. Laddie can use his medical kit on me.
I feel Laddie probably
Thanks.
has not so good bedside manner. Being
Not
an
for
ape dog.
Antonio.
Huh?
Not for Antonio.
Whatever.
Oh! Laddie and Johnny are trying to get to O12's armory to requisition Laddie some sort of firearm.
Oh, yeah.
Because Laddie didn't like the chain rifle.
Yeah, it was pretty lame.
C, some
Laddie's
sort of
ballistic
firearm,
skills
too.
are also kind of garbage. So we want something to make up for that.
Yeah, essentially Laddie and I both broke our chain rifles. We're like, these things are fucking awful!
It's because they're not Ariadne made, Like the Japanese just don't know war crime weapons like the Americans do.
I still have mine.
Yeah, you still have a pistol.
At a trade, I have a pistol and the chain rifle, I guess.
She can have Laddie's chain rifle.
We'll
go get her a mount for it.
I think one's more than enough.
So yeah, we're gonna go to the armory and try and requisition some stuff. I need to refill my smoke grenades.
I want better hacking tools.
Oh,
I
Laddie
need
wants
some
smoke grenades.
So I don't know how that works, Julio, being a military organization and requisitioning essentially standard gear.
I imagine it probably works. Like whatever you came with, you can get standard refills for. But in the event that you want something that is not in your character kit, it kind of works like the way it did in Only War, where you're like basically petitioning stuff up the chain, and you use your assets, which is kind of like assumed to be your pull within the organization to kind of acquire it. And
Exactly.
and if you don't get it, it's because just like the bureaucracy stop you.
We'll be doing the basic acquisition rules, which is you make an acquisition test that you can do through lifestyle, depending on the restriction, the cost, etc., etc. Now, there's a table that I'm currently looking for.
I mean, if you guys need something, I'm more than happy to roll for you. Lifestyle is one of my dominant skills, and Antonio already has everything he needs to be happy in life: a sword and power armor. He doesn't need guns because he doesn't know how to use them.
We need to figure out also who's going to be our long range shot.
Well, probably not Laddie.
With a ballistic skill of 7, not me.
I don't think any of you are.
Get Laddie a shotgun, I guess.
I mean, Johnny's sitting at a 12. He's probably a marksman, like, you know, but he's not a sniper or anything like that. Also,
I mean, it's something better than nothing. I mean, I can. If I'm not hacking, I can definitely shoot from afar. It's not like I want to get in close combat anyway.
If you can multi-class, sniper hacker would be a good way to go.
Well, we kind of talked about that I was going to be a far shooter kind of.
Yep. All right.
Person.
So yeah, for rules purposes, Antonio will actually be the ones making the rules, but we'll go to the armory and fill out all the forms and shit like that.
Okay.
Kat, your hair looks so cute. It's like a pastel purple now.
Yeah, it's really light and odd.
Yeah, like a silvery purple. It's super nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I imagine you guys go like come with like a wish list, and then you're like, "Can you sign off on this?" And then Tony's like, "Yeah, fuck it."
It doesn't even read it.
Whatever.
Just, yeah, whatever.
All right.
So what is it that you guys are looking to purchase specifically?
So we
Smoke grenades and a shotgun.
Yeah, I need to upgrade I need to refill my smoke grenades to 2.
So refills are free. Basically, you don't have to roll for that.
All right, and then let's pick a.
Laddie doesn't have any. He needs to acquire them. Laddie's loadout is pretty garbage, actually.
Well, Laddie's a dog, so.
Hey.
So, Antonio, I get one of those offensive hackies.
Can she get a killer hacking device? That should be in the armory. I wonder if there's something nicer in the Nomad rulebook. I normally don't touch that because.
So if you guys are gonna requisition gear from O12, you're gonna be getting stuff from the main.
Okay. So the basic stuff. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. No doubt.
Do I want armor?
We'll get a Z tiny power armor.
Yes.
Power up!
What kind of hacking device are you gonna try to get? The killer?
Killer.
Yeah. Because I already got the full defensive. So I would love, if possible, to get the full killer one. If not, then the regular hacking one that has, like, both.
Does she get another device, or is what she's supposed to do...
Well, the defense one is, like, specialized for defense, and it gives me, like, a bunch of pluses towards, like, my shield and my firewall, and stuff like that.
I have no idea. The hacking is not super
it's a
complicated.
complicated. I've been trying to, like, make sense of it a little.
Hey.
So, killer hacking devices are very restricted. They have a restriction of 4, so you have to get 4 successes on your lifestyle test to get them. And they cost 10 plus 2 cash flow. So,
What is?
That is expensive.
yeah.
How about we downgrade that
Did you
to?
say cash flow? Okay, well that is the goal. Then.
Yeah, the cash flow you end up spending assets to offset, basically.
Where's that?
It's
You automatically got some assets in your character sheet. They are located in the...
It's like 7 pages.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, assets. Ooh, assets. Okay, I got assets. Got a lot of assets, I think.
What's a Vulcan shotgun?
It
a
fires
shotgun.
flaming projectiles. It's
Yeah.
like white phosphorus.
What?
We're all
I
like
want
looking
that.
through catalogs and be like, what do we want before the next mission?
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely want to get at least a regular hacking device because it has both programming at least, and a regular hacking device shouldn't be too complicated.
Yeah, it's definitely not as difficult to get as a killer.
That's
So your cash flow is 5 plus your earnings, plus your lifestyle expertise.
Wait, let me go back to my character sheet. So you said it was 5 times my earnings?
5 plus your earnings.
Oh, 5 plus my earnings.
Yeah.
That's 11.
Plus
And
your
then-
lifestyle expertise.
My lifestyle expertise. Where is that?
So under attributes and skills, you look for lifestyle, which is under personality. And your expertise was on the first column, the EXP.
1.
Mine is 4.
Yeah.
I don't... Where is
And don't have
earnings
money.
in the character sheet, sadly? I don't know.
Earnings is...
Hmm. Okay. So, as I mean, I don't need any guns or anything. I really think that's it for me. Just the regular hacking device.
Yeah, I can't find the earnings either. That's weird.
Oh shit!
I could have sworn I lost it. I saw it last time that I was looking through this.
Things in the rule. It might be... God damn it, there's... Earning is 135 times in the rulebook because it also picks up learning and yearning.
Try earnings with an S at the end.
Yep. It's still...
Oh, never mind.
It's still a
Sometimes
lot.
you have a lot of yearnings.
Yep.
So,
So apparently social status is supposed to determine your earnings.
ah,
At least your initial earnings, and then your career will modify your earnings as well.
That's
Which
why.
should mean that it should be somewhere in the goddamn character sheet, but I do not see it.
Oh, the character sheet is under gear. It's on the second page. It goes assets and earnings. Like I have assets of 12 and earnings of 4.
aha. So, Antonio, you are poor.
I have assets of 11 and earnings of 1.
Johnny is actually decently well off because he was a professional dogbo player, and he
Mhm.
inherited.
Being a knight pays you nothing.
And he inherited some money from a distant relative. I also have a debt. I have a 5 asset debt that Julio can choose to call in at some point. I don't know. The specifics of the debt are currently unknown.
Wait, what's Johnny's assets and earnings?
12 earnings, 4 assets.
Laddie's is 10 assets and 5 earnings.
Damn, Laddie brings in the money. He doesn't have
Laddie
to
has
say
I don't know what he's doing.
Laddie has
but,
a higher salary than Antonio.
Yeah, he does. The being a knight is a volunteer job. You know, I don't get paid a lot. I get paid to eat. I just have a lot of assets because power armor is expensive.
All right, so who's gonna try to get that hacking device?
I can roll for it.
Go for it.
All right, so it's a regular hacking device, right? Well, what's the difficulty on this?
Difficulty 3, because restriction 3.
We don't have any momentum. Okay.
We got one momentum.
You can always pay me heat.
I can pay you. Oh, we have 1 momentum?
Yeah, Doc Geo gave us 1 momentum.
All right. Thanks, Doc Geo.
Doc
This
Geo.
is
Right. Hope we get my device.
for all the maracas.
Do it. Do it.
God damn it, that's just 2 successes.
Oh,
Wait. Let me look at what this talent does. I always forget. Because I have... Wait, where is it? I have socialite.
You have a lifestyle talent? That's...
Mm-hmm. It just... I was forced to take it. They were like, at this point, you take this talent. And I'm like, okay. We'll never say no to free stuff. I wrote down all my combat talents, but I never wrote down what my life like.
Oh man, I'm looking at the social status chart. I'm like
Okay.
hyper elite. Fancy.
she's got the money.
Well, she was a really rich person's pet at one point.
Okay. So it's when I'm. No, wait. What? Socialite.
And I'm good at hacking, so.
Mm-hmm.
Socialite. Okay.
Whenever
The character
there
may
aren't
reroll
enough-
d20s when making lifestyle tests. Ah, what a twist.
What the 360?
Ah. I'm gonna reroll that 19.
Hey,
Ah, yeah, 3 successes. Here you go.
There we go.
right. Let's see
there
how
you
much
go.
it costs you.
All right, how do I roll the cost? Or do you roll the cost?
I
after?
just rolled it. That's gonna be 7, 8, 9 cash flow to get
Oof.
a regular hacking device.
How was the cash flow again? It was
Cash
your...
flow is 5 plus your earnings. Wait, I just had it.
It's 5 plus your earnings plus your experience in the social
Oh yeah,
in the social thing.
5 plus earnings plus
Plus
lifestyle expertise.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so I have enough that I can pay for the device myself.
okay.
How does does that get taken out, or is that just how much I have in general and I can afford?
That's what you can
things that
pay at
expensive.
any given time.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, I'll go ahead and pay for my hacking device. Thank you very much for finding it.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have to manually enter the goodies.
My goodies. My goodies.
Because, yeah, so I would enter those new programs into the things. Okay.
You have so many hacking now.
I know!
So since you will be spending 9 cash flow, you will be suffering a shortfall.
What's shortfall?
So shortfalls are what happens when you spend more than 5 cash flow or your cash flow reaches 0 in a session. It's
Okay.
basically an economic wound.
Cap. Yeah, okay. So, I'm a little broke, but it's worth it. I needed a little bit more offense. I needed to do some damage, fuck people up a little bit better, instead of just, ricocheting their attacks. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
like a Panzerfaust.
So
What?
basically that increases your decreases or increases the difficulty for any further purchases by 1 for you.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't need to buy anything else. That's all I wanted. I'm
Alright.
happy. I'm a happy octopus.
So that is Z sorted out. Anybody else?
We're trying to get Laddie a boarding shotgun also.
I can't have the Vulcan shotgun.
It's probably different.
Oh, it's two-handed.
No,
We
that's
don't
fine.
want that.
You can. I was just looking it up. You are like me, monstrous, and you can wield two-handed weapons in one hand.
Aw, yes.
Benefits of being swole.
We're big, yo.
All right, so unfortunately, boarding shotguns are restricted by as well, so they will not issue you with one.
Aw.
If you wanna get a boarding shotgun, you will have to do it somewhere else.
What
Not
do
in
you
How
mean?
Corvus.
about
Restricted by
a
as
Vulcan
well.
shotgun?
A
Yeah.
Vulcan shotgun is restricted as well. They have the little O12 check mark.
Yeah, it means that they are
Well-
banned by the Concilium Convention, so you cannot.
You
get
know,
them.
you know what isn't? Oh, never mind. Yeah, it is. I was
Laddie
looking
thinks
one
they're a
down
bunch
for,
of pussies.
Hold on a second.
flamethrowers.
Why do they? Weapons are part of my religion.
Wait, but why are Panzerfausts not banned by the Concilium?
Yeah, what the hell?
All right. So
Unsubtle, it says, is one of the item qualities. You don't say.
Because government works in mysterious ways.
So Laddie, do you want to find yourself a combi rifle and I'll give you my boarding shotgun?
Aw.
No.
No.
No. I'm giving you a boarding
I
shotgun.
don't want to. Ooh, what? We could get an adhesive launcher for Laddie, and it covers people in goop.
Gross.
Why are adhesive launchers so expensive?
And then we can stab them.
So-
Ammo just says goo.
Yeah, adhesive launchers
Where's-
are very expensive.
Yeah, they are. That's what I was looking up. I was like,
Where's
damn.
the little check mark? What box is it in?
It's in the restriction.
box?
It's a little 12
Oh, I
symbol.
see. I see it. It's got like a little. It's that little circle thing.
Man, we could have gotten Laddie a heavy flamethrower.
So you don't want my boarding shotgun?
Maybe. Maybe.
Ooh, wait, no. Let's get Laddie a tactical bow.
Daddy doesn't want a stupid tactical bow.
It's subtle and vicious.
Yeah.
Oh.
And vicious.
Maybe Laddie does want a tactical bow.
It's just like a fucking war bow. It's like.
Ah, shit. I lost my page. I hate PDFs.
359.
The only thing I miss about real books. It's so much. I feel, even though you have like the search option, like when you find your page and being able to go back and forth, like I don't know, it's just not the same.
I feel you. 100%. Alright, so. Launcher.
Oh, 352.
Their equipment is so interesting.
A hyper rapid magnetic cannon. That's what we really want.
Yep.
Want a Vulcan shotgun.
Like, it combines the best of both worlds, a shotgun and a flamethrower.
It does. Oh, can I have a Spitfire? I can have a Spitfire.
You can have a Spitfire.
Look at all the damage I could do with these things.
That's probably just not a good idea. What's your shooting like?
Not very good. Like a 9.
If you use a tactical bow, you can add your melee damage bonus to your shooting attacks.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's what we're doing. We're going with the tactical bow.
All right, tactical bow it is. In order to get a tactical bow, actually, the lifestyle test is just difficulty 1. Because you can literally just walk into a Interstellar Bass Pro Shops and just get one.
Interstellar Bass Pro Shops.
Laddie has a piece of paper that says I can have this.
I'll just re-roll a 15.
I mean, if you want.
He wants that.
Yeah,
that
buddy. 3 successes. Give me that momentum.
That's 2 momentum for you. And the bow will cost you No tariffs on the bow, so that's gonna be just 5. 5 cash flow.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
There you go, laddie. You pay for that thing yourself.
All right.
And now you
I'm
get
just signing
Glad
off
he
on
didn't
sheet.
want your stupid money anyway.
All right. So, Antonio,
Just your signature.
Yep.
I need a combi rifle
Okay.
with the.
All right. What's the combi rifle cost me?
Combi rifle is gonna be restriction 3, so difficulty is gonna be 3 to get it.
I feel like that would be standard issue, but whatever.
Okay, so difficulty 3, you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna spend a momentum that I just made.
You want to spend 2 momentum?
Yep. All right. 3 it is.
There it is. Let's see how much it runs you. Oh, 3. Okay. So it's gonna be 6, 7, 8 cash flow.
Okay.
All
And
right.
you
That's
also
on you, Johnny.
suffer a short bow.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And somewhere I trade someone my boarding shotgun for the light shotgun attachment for my combi rifle. That's on the DL.
I you know what? I have unfond memories of some squad leader trading away an autocannon ammo for mac and cheese. So
So in order to do that, I'm going to have to, since you're in Concilium, it would be a pretty difficult lifestyle check if you wanna.
Well, fine. I'll just figure that shit out when I'm not on Concilium.
Okay.
And I'll just wander around with like 4 different weapons. Reason.
Hopefully, all kept in their particular, concealing sleeves, etc., etc.
I mean, I imagine the long irons stay at home. And the only thing I carry on me when I'm in uniform is my pistol and my entrenching tool. My pistol and my chopper.
Entrenching tool.
My pistol
it's
and
a
my
Tessium entrenching tool. How fucking like splurging just because they have that shit on planet.
I've got a tech question. So for
Hit
the
me.
device rating in the hacking,
Mm-hmm.
would, like, for the defensive hacking, my claw is a 0, and for the hacking device, the claw is 1. So now I would be like trading it out. It's no longer a claw of 0, it's a claw of 1. Like what I have available to use would be a claw of 1.
Yeah, depending on which hacking device you're using, you will get the programs that are available to it. Like with the regular hacking
so
device.
It's separate. So,
Yeah.
so if I was going to be doing like the claw 1 thing, I'd be using just the hacking device, not the defensive hacking device.
Exactly.
The defensive. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
All right. So we're done shopping. I can now shoot at long range.
All right. So you guys spend some relaxing time in Concilium. It's a pretty nice planet. It has all your needs are met as agents of L12. And eventually the time comes to meet with the Red Bishop. You do get your messages on your comm logs, and it is an office on a building complex that seems pretty nondescript, considering that it's an official O12 functionary. The office building is kind of off to the side where the regular offices are for the ancillary people.
Okay.
It's kind of dirty considering how everything here is pretty much like 100% clean. You do notice that there's actual human janitors cleaning floors and stuff like that, unlike most of the ones that you are used to, Antonio specifically, where there's remote cleaning devices and whatnot. You take the elevator to the 14th floor, where on a side office, completely unmarked, only by a number, You go in and you see a man, a bit older, dressed in an elegant suit with a vibrant red tie, sporting a Dick Van Dyke mustache and beard combination, graying at this point. He is looking at the window as you step in, and he turns around and he says, agents, it is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. He points at a couch that is set up in front of his desk, and he himself sits behind it. The office is pretty Spartan. There's nothing here, not even a single painting. Just the couch, the desk, and the chair.
All right. I stand because I'm like that. But I approach his desk.
Johnny walks alongside him.
Laddie too, because sitting is weird.
I whisper up to the tall people, "Is that the Red Bishop dude?"
I don't know.
Yes.
Laddie, that's maybe.
Yeah.
He approaches the desk. He presses a button, and in front of you, you see the image that you saw before of Chu before, his face opened up and became obvious that he was actually a specular killer. This is Sybil. As you must have noticed during your previous operation, she is a specular killer, an EI infiltrator capable of assuming the identity of anyone she chooses, down to the DNA level. Impossible to track down under most circumstances. Guignol was able to contract her for this ultimate regicide operation that he organized through a third party, the Drew Society, who supposedly has done business with her before. Currently, we have no further way of contacting her. However, another one of my assets stands ready at the moment to organize a similar operation. There is a hurdle, however. We currently do not have the assets to finance this operation. Bureau Noir has released everything that they will be releasing for the time being. So we will have to be creative about how we will go about financing this.
I guess there's been some budget cuts.
Now they clearly just did their budget for the year, and they didn't, pencil us in.
Rude.
Lack of funding.
All right, so Antoni's gonna cut to the chase. It's just like, all right. So, what kind of Black Ops operation is now necessary to acquire the funds we need? Whose drugs and illegal contraband are we selling to who to acquire this?
Well, as some of you might be aware, there is a certain element that is extremely valuable across the human sphere. He gestures towards Laddie and Johnny, an element that is plentiful in Ariadna, but not in many other places around the human sphere. He clicks a couple of buttons, and a bar of tessium appears on the screen.
I have a tessium chopper and a tessium inlaid pistol.
Laddie's like holding his tessium chopper, like, no, it's mine.
Tessium is a miracle material. It can create some of the strongest armor ever seen, and is also malleable enough to create intricate designs and very sharp implements. And it is also extremely valuable. Through my contacts, I have been able to ascertain the location of an extremely large cache of Tasium. He clicks again on the dashboard, and on the screen now appears this, an image of this. 1 second.
Do you want to put it in the Skype? Skeep?
Skippy?
Gipe. As the ancients would say.
Not yes.
Hold on a minute. Ooh. Hold on. This is NoviBangkok.
Okay.
I snicker, but Antonio does not snicker.
Antonio does not snicker.
He does not.
What is that?
So, Johnny's just happy that they're not trying to steal Tessium from the Ariadnans. As usual.
I mean, it's already been taken from them. Now we're just taking it from someone else.
Isn't NoviBangkok? Isn't that the? I forget, it was Japanese or Yuching controlled facility at one point.
As of right now, NoviBangkok is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. There are several interests from different factions within the human sphere, including the hyperpowers of both Yuching and Panoceania, as well as delegations from almost every other major power. However, the local population is independent, fiercely independent.
Don't blame them.
We have received notification of a large number of Tesium bars being kept in a bank of sorts, located right in the central strip of NoviBangkok, its residential district, so to speak.
Okay.
This bank is under the protection of the Ikari Company.
We've dealt with them before.
As I have heard. I might add that your handling of that war criminal was appropriate to her reputation. Moving on to main business. This bank is not a financial institution that is protected by O12 or any of its member nations. The assets within are ill-gotten at best. So I do believe that as members of Bureau Noir, there shouldn't be much trouble liberating them for our use.
Yeah.
This seems
Usually when
like
somebody say it's not going to be any trouble, it usually is trouble.
No, he means that we should have no reservations.
We should have no
as-
moral troubles.
Yes.
Yeah.
As far as firefights, he does not guarantee that in any way.
Oh, no, absolutely. You will most likely be shot at. However, from an ethical point of view, it's fair game.
An occupational hazard, if you will.
Certain point of view. Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
All right.
Is this a subtle mission?
That is entirely up to you.
Do we have any contacts on site?
As of right now, there are no contacts that I have been able to obtain. However, Guignol might be able to arrange something.
We thought we were free of him, but no, it's Guignol.
Forget.
He's a very valuable asset. His organizational skills should not be understated. As you bore witness to.
Are there any O12 military assets on the island that we could make use of if necessary? Or is this
O12
entirely off the books operation?
O12 has no presence on the asteroid. However, there are Aleph assets within the gallery maze. They will not, unfortunately, be available for you to call upon unless there is some sort of incident or proof that you can show that something untoward is going on at this bank.
What about transportation and lodging?
We can provide transportation to and from the asteroid. As for lodging, you will have to find yourself. O12 will have no direct involvement with this operation. You will be going there as civilians.
Oh.
Laddie's keeping his receipts anyway.
Get his per diem.
Okay.
I mean, considering that you guys are going to obtain assets for the organization, I'm sure that reimbursement will be provided.
All right.
Then Antonio's gonna need a new paint job for his armor.
I imagine that we just like, hey, we need undercover armor, and that's it.
You will be provided with generic versions of your equipment if you so wish.
No labels.
I think it's just like Antonio's just gonna fold the tabard and get a paint job because he is a brand loyalist and he does not believe in wearing anything but Pano-made equipment. Anything else is inferior and actually demoralizes him.
Well, luckily for Antonio, Pano does, sell all equipment to everybody. So, like a true capitalist nation, everything is for sale.
You fight in a war with Yu Ching and is like, "Oh, are you guys running out of ammo? Because we have a special on ammo running right now, and we will sell you some ammo to continue firing at us."
All right. So,
Seems legit.
So we're off.
yeah.
All right, we don't. What are our identities for this trip? Do you guys have manufactured personas?
You will have to provide those for yourself.
Oh, I
As
can
far
do
as
that.
Bureau Noir is concerned, this is not an O12 mission, and therefore you will be receiving minimal support from us.
Oh, that's comforting.
Yeah, that's great. If Antonio wasn't such a professional, he'd be like, "Well, what's to stop us to walk away with just the Tessium ourselves?" All this off-the-book operation, off-the-books Tessium.
It's always an option.
Says the nomad. Before we leave, Julio, I'm going to place an order for an Americolt Eagle to be here when I get back.
An Americolt Eagle. Okay. We'll work that out.
All right, let's go.
Laddie's gonna Yelp some B&Bs, places with
Airbnb.
free breakfast.
No, it's Space B&B.
Space B&B. He's looking for places with free continental breakfast, for free interplanetario breakfast.
There we go. Now you're thinking with portals.
We are the
I'm all
least subtle group ever.
No.
Yeah, so about creating new identities.
All right,
I'm
let's
sure
go
that's
back to the.
in my capability, but like we don't blend.
You can
Like,
buy
you
fake
blend.
IDs too. Like as part of one of the items we can requisition is fake IDs. So we might need to just go back to the fucking to the armory and be like, fake IDs, please.
Let's go back to the armory, and Antonio is a rich I don't know, whatever rich people do.
I am not your sugar daddy. I am just
And
very personable.
we are
and,
all his weird pets. He has like a weird
no,
a strange menagerie.
you
And
guys
he-
have
I
personas.
kind of like this.
He
idea
requisitioned requisitioned Laddie from Ariadna, and he bought Z from the Nomads, and
So
Prince
Johnny
Ali.
is. He also bought Johnny, as a matter of fact.
so
You're not
let's
supposed
be
to buy
clear.
people, but
Johnny already thought of his alternate identity.
His persona, if you would.
He's Jack
Black.
J-Dog Adams.
okay.
J-Dog is
completely-
part of his name.
it's
Like
completely
officially in his birth certificate,
It's complete-
J-Dog.
It's completely different. Because this is named Jack and Adams. It's an entirely different president.
All right. Fucking. You know what? Antonio wants to he's gonna go back to the armory.
Okay.
He is gonna requisition a trench coat.
I'm gonna say that's incidental.
Yeah, that should not be. And then, with sorrow in his heart, just tears in his eyes, he's gonna give his armor to Z and tell her to paint it to her heart's content.
My word.
What? She inks herself with excitement.
He is gonna go for the gaudy mercenary look.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
The little bling and sparkles. I got this.
Pulls out her bedazzler.
He already has his rosary in his hand. He's he knows how many Hail Marys he has to say for this.
Johnny requisitions an urban combat harness for Laddie, and then all his stuff in urban combat colors.
Fantastic. You do manage to find everything, without much trouble. O12 does have everything more or less color coordinated. However, if you manage to find an Ariadnan O12 person, they will be able to give you what you need. Olive drab and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Just very basic. Oh, and I find one of those hats the Kazakhs wear.
the Ushanka or the beret?
The knit winter caps.
Oh
Laddie
yeah,
too
okay.
would like a hat.
Laddie gets a cap too. We're totally presenting
No,
the Kazakhs.
you have the Tanko hat.
Oh, you
Remember?
have
Laddie does have the Tanko hat.
Let's get Lottie like a kimono or a yukata.
Oh my god,
Lottie to wear
yes.
with the Tanko hat.
People ask Laddie what his new identity is, and he's like, "My name is Ladiko." From Beijing.
Or Ladimaru.
Lottie
I love it.
Yojimbo Ladimaru.
Okay.
Alright, so you managed to cobble together convincing enough civilian clothing, or as civilian as it's gonna look, considering that you guys are heavily armed.
I mean, Laddie can literally wear whatever he wants. He's not going to look any more or less alarming.
That is certainly true. And I actually don't imagine Z has to do much of any kind of blending in, considering that she's a nomad, and nomads wear whatever the hell they want all the time.
Always.
Yeah.
I imagine
So-
that Z is a Harajuku girl at heart.
It seems legit.
I have my moods, so it changes.
All right.
You all make your way to the spaceport, where you board a civilian craft that will drop you off at the circular, and the circular will make its way to the human edge, where you will actually board a series of increasingly rinky and dinky transports that will take you within sight of NoviBangkok. The closer you get, the more you realize that this place is 100% outback.
Is it the steakhouse, you would say?
No steakhouse.
I wish they had a steakhouse.
If there's any steak in NoviBangkok, I would very much recommend that you test it for a million things that it might have. Eventually, you arrive.
Natural.
Yeah,
It ain't natural.
it's natural.
All right.
Eventually, you arrive at the Pokingin spaceport, where you are met by what seems to be a customs agent wearing a Hackaslam patch on his armor. He takes one look at your ragtag group, rolls his eyes, and says, "Please present your identities."
Lilu Dallas Multipass.
So, Jack takes Laddie's ID and his ID and shows it to the guy.
Are you using your regular IDs or?
No, our new IDs. It's Jack, J-Dog Adams, and Laddie Maru.
Laddie Maru. Who made these for you?
012. We requisitioned them.
Laddie does a little bow.
012 can't give you fake IDs. Remember, this is not.
You said
Well,
we
then I would
could.
have totally done it. Because that's... I could do it then, can't I?
Yeah,
It's
Oh, okay.
totally in my repertoire.
Laddie Maru.
We actually
let's
just
see.
used crayons and colored on some printer paper.
All right, so let's see. It would be
Fake ID X.
fake ID X.
Yeah, no, it's an item. Creating fake IDs. Characters can create fake IDs by making a stealth D0 difficulty 0 test. A success creates a fake ID 0. Useful as a prop, but not much else. Momentum can be spent to increase the fake ID's rating as per the create obstacles. As per the create obstacle spend plus.
So basically, it would be this guy's observation versus the number of successes that you get on this fake ID creation.
Laddie, don't you have the highest stealth?
11.
11.
11?
Z, what's your stealth?
Hold on, it's loading.
Oh, 14.
You have a 14
Oh, wow.
stealth?
Yeah,
Antonia's
because my agility is 12 and I have expertise 2 on stealth as well.
Dale, roll up.
So
Roll up
Oh,
4 fake ID.
man.
he's the best at creating fake IDs.
But can Z give him the assist?
Ooh,
I
yeah.
was, you know what? Antonio grew up on the streets, okay?
That is true. He is underclass, so
All right, so.
So would I be able to assist then?
Before
I
he
would just roll.
found God. You have no
yeah.
idea.
Let's say that you can use your tech to assist on this.
Oh no.
I can't.
So first fake ID is not coming out so great. Let's say.
Get it
We would've
together,
s-
buddy.
Okay,
One success.
Yep, that's all. It's
So-
difficulty 0. So
They're fake ID once.
yeah.
Okay, so this guy has an observation of 7.
Okay.
Let's see if he manages to spot your fake IDs.
No! No.
He does.
All right. Let's go use.
He takes a look at your, your ID chits on his machine. He looks at it. He looks at you. He looks at it again. You're starting to get the impression that he's not impressed.
No. So I motion, like I muscle my way to the front of the line, and I'm gonna spot some coins his way. With some credits, obviously, his way. And I'm like, dude, Jax, professional mercenary. This here's my crew. Do you have a problem with them?
All right, so this is going to be a Psy War. We're getting into Psy War now. Let me open up thing.
All right. So as far as lifestyle and persuade, I'm okay. Because
Okay, so you act first, and you are going to attempt a persuade. So you are in reach, mental damage, and
can I? Oh no, this is an attack. I cannot assist.
yeah. He is going to try to. I'm going to spend 1 heat for him to try to discipline his way out of this.
okay.
I couldn't
Yeah.
like hack his eye.
Could I use lifestyle instead of persuade by emulating the manner of a mercenary and considering my low upbringing?
Do you have the talent? There is a talent for that, I believe.
So social mimic, I guess, is what you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's like that's skilled in blending into cultures. I did actually grow up poor.
Can I just assist him? Wait, no, it's an attack.
An attack.
It's a.
Okay, wait. There's an exploit action, right? Which is done in attacks. Oh god, it's in the book 54 times, 69 times.
So this is your turn, so you can all, take actions.
Yeah, like just assist me by being menacing.
Well, that's exactly what I want to do, but the thing is called, I think it would be an exploit to lower the difficulty for you. But I have to find it.
Well, since since it becomes an opposed roll, the difficulty would only matter if I get no successes, basically.
Okay, so the exploit. It generates momentum.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my
we
exploit
have
to generate
one momentum. I'm going to spend 1 momentum to give myself an extra dice just in case.
Hold on, I'm going to exploit first to generate momentum so you can have more.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
But
I get a
Heat.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a heat for her for this one.
Clearly, not Johnny is not intimidated.
All right.
Yeah, you do approach him, and as you start doing the whole like dog face starting to growl thing, you do notice that 2 very large Hackaslamite, clearly gene modded dudes with very large swords that are almost as big as you on your dog warrior form are standing on the other side of the booth, and they're eyeing you guys. So you kind of shrink back a little bit.
There's no way that I could hack his device to like clear us and be like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Run it again.
You run it again.
Run it again. Sure. You know what? Let's do InfoWar.
Okay.
Every type of war is what's going on, and when all of those fail, Laddie and I will do for real war.
So you're doing InfoWar, and this is going to increase in difficulty because you're trying to be stealthy about it. So it's going to be difficulty 3.
Okay. How much momentum do we have?
Just the one.
Just the one.
That's the one. Well, I'm gonna use the one.
Okay. I mean,
Do you need it?
I'm gonna need it for the trying to convince him part because I only have an 11 on the persuade.
Well, then you hold on to it.
Yeah, you're still gonna have to persuade him to run it again, even if you get the.
In retrospect, we should have.
It will be less difficult. So.
We should have done the hacking before, but we thought we had the O12 IDs.
Yeah, I will. Let's just do it. Why not? I'm gonna attempt. No, just 2 successes.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna spend that momentum and then try to.
Bribe it.
Aha! 2 successes.
Yay!
And he gets no successes.
Yeah.
Good.
So we get our momentum back.
So you approach him. You know, you kind of say your piece.
You know, he's like, I'm a tough guy. Dude Jax takes shit from no one.
I love his surfer tone.
Duke Jax never dies. Only the actors who play him.
He looks you up and down, and he kind of there is on the booth. There's the bulletproof glass, and then there's like this little the
slot.
depressed slot metal, and he kind of just like taps his finger on there. Is there any other form of ID that you can provide me with?
How about my friend Benjamin over here? And just slip him some untraceable cash from the outer sphere.
All right.
I'm gonna say it'd be like prepaid debit card, basically, just like.
So that will cost you an acid.
Yes. What can I do?
So you do pass him a little bit of plastic, and he looks at it and he's like, looks good enough to me. Pockets it. Enjoy your stay at NoviBangkok.
All right. Don't tell Duke Jax what to do.
So as we're walking away, I'm like, we need better IDs.
Wait, what?
I'll work on that.
You know, so you gotta say it louder so we can hear you.
We need better IDs.
We do need better IDs. I'll get some Elmer's glue and some fucking colored crayons this time.
Some colored pencils instead. A little refinement. Yeah.
You know what? A fine point pen. We'll get one of
Fancy. Get the line work in.
You know, Antonio took some calligraphy classes with the monks at the night school, and now he's like, why are these IDs like handwritten?
You get to the local hover train spot.
You know what? It's not that the IDs were bad looking; it's that they were too good looking. Antonio got too inspired making them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They're like, why are the fields in Latin? What the fuck?
Have like he included everybody's like religion or lack thereof and everything.
It sounds like religion. Fucking heathen.
Fucking heathen. You guys arrive at the local maglev. You board it along with the rest of the workers that are going towards the residential area of the asteroid. And as you approach, you do see that the main residential area is on this open shaft that stretches out for what looks to be miles and miles of just neon and skeevy looking people. The floor looks wet, like it just rained, even though it's a freaking asteroid.
We've left infinity and entered cyberpunk.
Well, I'm totally picturing the Expanse. What was it? Ceres is the asteroid?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you a picture, actually.
Recycled air, nothing but
Gross.
gross moisture everywhere.
Let's be clear. Laddie's vest has a Velcro patch, and it says, "I'm working. Please don't pet me."
Yes.
I am working. Please do not pet me.
What's your job?
Basically, that is how it looks on what is basically the strip.
J-Dog turns to Z. Why is everything wet?
Why is the
I don't
floor
know.
sticky?
Don't you live in a spaceship?
In the spaceship? Yeah, but this is different.
This is something else. It's
Gross.
I think
I put little shoes on Laddie's feet so he doesn't have to touch the asphalt.
Thanks.
puppy
As you
shoes.
are walking through the street on one of the upper floors of one of the buildings on the side of the street, you hear an explosion, and fire starts just bursting out of there, and from the top, a sprinkler system activates and puts out the fire, but it causes this effect as if it was raining.
Oh, and that's why everything is wet.
Yeah.
Laddie looks around to see if anyone seems alarmed by this.
Nobody seems to pay the least bit of attention.
I think that hotel will have a discount.
From the
but does
fire,
it
actually,
have
you do see a
breakfast?
person that is in the flames just jump out and fall about 20 stories to splat on the middle of the street, and people just kind of walk around it.
So it just lands in the street, just splats in the middle of the
Yeah.
street.
Straight up splats. After a few minutes, you do see that there is a team of somewhat armored people with usually having weapons and all kinds of equipment that run up to the body, start fiddling around with the head, and then just walk away.
Just tear the cube out.
Be
Roll
on
me
their
an
way.
observation.
Yeah, with the head. They just take the head.
They
Just take the whole thing.
Yeah, no,
They don't
the
want that
whole
trash.
caboodle. That is 2 successes.
Yeah, you do see that they seem to have removed the cube, and you see that they have this patch on the shoulder.
Oh man, the cube Jaegers. I know those guys from Paradiso.
Rescue your future.
You're welcome.
They are basically the equivalent of the Medi team from Cyberpunk. They come in, they pull just your cube, and they take it to their databanks.
For money.
Yeah, like you pay like insurance to get Cube Jaeger in case shit happens to your body.
I don't know if Laddie is as confused as Johnny.
Yeah, Laddie's totally confused because, dog faces, antipodes don't get cubes. That's
think-
I mean,
crazy.
they could.
I think you and
They
I have
could,
cubes.
but, do we have cubes?
I think automatically
I believe so.
in the RPG we have cubes, but
Oh,
we're still
okay. Yeah, because
you're
confused by
working
the
for a 12.
concept.
Okay, we have one, but we're like, this is still weird. I'm gonna try real hard not to die.
Does like Antonio have to turn around and explain? Well, at this moment, Duke Jax have to turn around and explain to Laddie what cubes are again.
Remember the cubes, laddie. It's okay.
Laddie's just whimpering.
Shouldn't they also clean the meat?
Off the thing now.
They leave it after a
That's
while.
somebody else's problem.
Look, Jojimbo Laddie Maru. The cube is like a rock, a blessed rock that it stores your soul in. And then once it's removed, they can make you a new body and store your soul in that new body, and you come back to life.
I like that Dude Jax is still religious.
I kind of like Duke Jax better than I like Antonio.
Antonio takes great offense to that. Mercenary.
So you're here. You're in the strip. What are you gonna do?
We're looking for a hotel with continental breakfast.
All right. You do see several options. There's hotels on the cheaper end. There's hotels on the more, expensive end. With the cheaper end hotels are literally just like little places with like hammocks on the inside, where people just kind of wander in, give a guy a couple of chips, and just lay down. The more expensive places have like, marble entrances, full bulletproof glass windows on the outside, heavily armored security personnel. And there's a few places on the
like mid-range places
like,
that advertise free breakfast. As soon as Laddie sees a free breakfast sign,
the Holiday
he points.
Inn
He goes, "That one, yeah, that one."
Well, you know what? Duke Jax is fine with the Motelocho of of the space travel. Doesn't have to be Holiday Inn. It can be like, step.
You do find this kind of middling place with a very like traditional Japanese aesthetic. Like the outside doors are all those like wood and paper ones. The lobby seems somewhat clean, and at the front desk you do see a diminutive Japanese woman scribbling away with actual pen and paper on what looks to be a ledger.
I like that this is like a franchise in Julio's Infinity Games, and I'm totally okay with this.
This is actually the exact same place.
I ran into this place once, but in that time I was Russian. I'm still a dog face though. I have a type. I kind of like nudge Dude Jax, like.
Duke Jax goes in. He goes in.
Duke Jax.
He introduces himself. Tomo arigato. This is Duke Jax, Grim Servant of Death. I'm just kidding. Mercenary. We're looking for lodging here. Me and my crew. And he like nudges them, and then he just like guns up.
Guns up.
J-Dog doesn't need very much.
Can we get lodging? Do we need 2 rooms, guys?
Mm.
I don't know how you guys want to split the rooms. I don't. I don't know how comfortable you guys are with your lodging.
Laddie will sleep literally
like,
anywhere, honestly.
This is because of his Duke Jax persona. He's not going to have any religious qualm with unmarried couples sharing the same room.
Unmarried couples.
But he will put the sword in between. Yeah.
Tichicone, one of our founding subscribers, possibly our first subscriber, 2-month subscription so far, just gifted 5 people in our chat subs.
What?
Antonio's gonna say like 2 Hail Marys before he goes to bed for Tichicone, and he gives in the world of infinity, the church has granted you an indulgence. You don't have to pay for it. You just got it.
Your next resurrection is free?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say that considering what he just got, get in contact with me, and I'll tell you what's going to happen next if you're interested in knowing. And feel free to suggest anything. We're going to have a direct hand on the story coming up.
Feel free to suggest how we are tormented.
Yeah.
All right. So, sorry. Back to the nice Japanese lady dealing with Dude Jax being the ugly American.
This Japanese lady is anything but nice. She looks up.
She's a fucking treasure. I love her.
Yeah. She looks up. She looks you up and down, and she says, "So what's it gonna be? 2 rooms or 1 room?"
Laddie, Z, and we could do 1 room.
Guys,
little.
All right. Like, does like John,
Laddie
Jack.
Maru and J-Dog sleep on the floor.
Yeah. You guys have like 2 queen beds and a couch.
I mean, we have plenty of rooms right now. Not a lot of tourism around this season.
Tourism here?
Oh, yeah. We do get plenty of that, believe it or not.
Why?
Dude Jax guesses it's all sex tourism.
Aristea's pretty big here. Underground stuff.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense to Laddie.
Duke Jax used to be a professional champion at his local tussling ring.
Sure, honey. I totally
Never
believe
made it
that.
to the big leagues, but he could have, if he'd gotten recruited.
Absolutely.
Aristea's okay. Dog ball is better.
You're a dog ball player?
Mm-hmm. Played in
Are
college.
you kidding? I'm a huge fan. I love dog ball. This stuff is so much fun.
I'm like, Oba-san, you're awesome.
She brings out this signed jersey, signed by what's his name again?
Mikhail.
Yeah, signed by Mikhail. She's like, I had this guy stay here at one point. You know him?
That guy's professional. Russian.
Yeah, it's big league. Oh, you know what? I like you guys. You're gonna get a discount for sure. A whole 5%.
Laddie
It's
goes.
a big deal,
I didn't say anything
Duke
though.
Jax greatly appreciates this.
I appreciate that I'm fanning over my own character. So.
Yeah, she hooks you up with the room, ushers you in. The room is actually pretty big, and it's basically incidental because again it's low season. You guys got a discount, and Lady Mariko likes you. So,
She's legit awesome. I put down my duffel bag, which is primarily weapons.
So
Duke Jax wants to know where there's places to eat.
well, I can fix you something if you want to pay little and get plenty. But there's plenty of noodle places, plenty of soy tofu places. Take your pick.
Is there a Lopans nearby?
There is more certainly several fucking Lopans all over this fucking place.
The Duke Jax detects that you do not enjoy the Lopan from your tone of voice.
Laddie
That
thinks we
usually
should
is
eat
crap.
here.
The Eugenius
Laddie
crap will
Laddie's
only
like-
give you diarrhea.
It's part of the experience.
But you know what? If you do get it, toilets are fully equipped to handle it. So
they're just vacuum out. They just.
Laddie mentions to Jack, that we're sharing a bathroom with this jackass. So tell him to shut up.
Is the Duke really gonna be the problem with you guys as both gigantic dog gorilla assholes?
You know what? Laddie has these fingers for Duke.
And I'm assuming each one of those is the size of a fucking chorizo.
Yes, they are.
You're like,
Johnny's just like, Laddie, do you realize that this is the 8th planet we've been on since we've been assigned to O12? 0 cheeseburgers.
0 cheeseburgers. I bet that has to be it. A probably tofu cheeseburgers, but
I mean,
That's
if you
not
look
a
hard enough, you can probably find cheeseburgers somewhere around here. I wouldn't trust the meat
From-
though.
cheese and meat.
Yeah.
Laddie's here for the culture, and this lady sounds cool.
I'm like,
Wait. Does
Lady Mariko, whatever you cook, that's what Latimaru
does
and I are
Lady
gonna eat.
Mariko enjoy Chujimbo Latimaru's little Tanko hat and fucking dog kimono?
Hey,
She
he got
appreciates-
that by right of conquest, and he deserves it.
She appreciates Latimaru's appreciation of her culture.
He'll tell her the story while she cooks, but he needs probably Jack to translate.
She tells you that there's only one rule here: don't fuck the place up, or she will fuck you up. With all the hilarity of this 4'5" Japanese woman
I
of
bet you she's like CC20.
of almost
Yeah.
80, telling you that she will fuck you up.
Wild animals have a knack for sensing danger. I doubt that Johnny or Laddie doubt her in any way, shape, or form.
You know what, Laddie, you can, just so you know, as far as spending experience-wise, learning a language is just 50 experience. So next, you could learn Japanese. Laddie could know Japanese.
I mean,
Laddie's gonna
dog
go
Japanese,
ultimate
but-
weeb. He's actually gonna tell people to call him Laddie Maru.
We'll trim Laddie's fur so he looks like a Shiba Inu.
Oh my goodness. He's gonna be so fly.
He does have the red fur.
Yep.
Sure.
So we eat in our rooms,
Mhm.
and I look at Dude Jax.
The Duke looks back at you.
What are we doing here?
I am enjoying the shit out of Duke Jacks, by the way.
Are we robbing
And
a bank?
he drops the facade, like he like looks around, and he like drops the facade and is like, it's like, we are in a mission. We have to do recon intelligence first, and ascertain where the bank is located. Find out what the security assets look like. Go in loud, and back out.
Laddie looks at Z and he goes,
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, can I go ahead and pull up a map of the asteroid?
could
Uh,
we? Yeah, the whole asteroid. Man, Z's so fucking smart.
Z is the most effective member of the team.
Laddie just has hard eyes for Z. Every time she says something, he's like, yeah, it's a great idea.
Sure thing, actually. Let me share this on the... let me share this on the Discord.
The nice Japanese lady made us takoyaki, and he was really shy about eating it in front of Z.
Yes. It's probably not real octopus, so nothing you to worry about.
It's true.
Also, I'm pretty sure octopuses eat octopuses.
100%.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They get angry or hungry enough for sure. I wouldn't doubt
Hangry.
that.
I mean, and there's different like, not only will octopi eat
Octopodes?
their
Octopus.
own species, like smaller members of their own species, they will eat the shit out of other species of octopus.
Well, squids are definitely cannibals. They will totally eat each other. They don't give a shit. I know that.
See?
I kind of love it.
Just ornery cephalopods.
All
Metal
octopi
as
are
fuck.
smart, and they use such intelligence for war crimes.
Which is why
Clever.
Z still has that chain rifle.
So I sent you guys on Discord
Oh, I
the overall map of NoviBangkok.
Oh, cool.
When it comes to the strip itself, it's actually just like one long shaft.
Long man.
Lined with shops and all that stuff. There is no specific map for where each location is. However, you can ascertain because of advertising and such that the bank that you are looking for, which is the only bank here that actually would offer the security that number of bars of Tesium would require, is one second, I have the name here.
Dun, dun.
Oh, had to sneeze.
Don't do it again.
What? It's called First Choice Holdings.
First choice holdings.
And they brag about the fact that they have a a gigantic vault, trained CSU operators, as well as a tag always on on guard in the center of the lobby.
Do they brag about which tag model it is?
Yes, it is. They say on the advertising, they just say what was
Is it that average model? What is the mercenary tag that Ariadna can get?
Yeah, it is an Anaconda.
An Anaconda, yeah, we go.
Let's be clear.
It one's not unless we got buns.
Johnny absolutely wants to fight a tag in close combat. It's on his bucket list.
If anyone is, we are appropriately equipped to fight a tag in close combat.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so step one. End the session immediately so we can spend experience points and be ready for the for the fight for next week. 2, we need to. You said we wanted to go loud. That's a lot of security for us to go loud on.
Just FYI, before you continue, you all do get a group email from none other than Guignon at this point.
You thought it was an email, but it was me, Guignon.
In the email, with his, flowery and showmanship language, he does tell you that he is perfectly aware of what you are trying to do, and that he is currently on site at the asteroid, and that if you would like to discuss options, he has a few ideas that he wouldn't mind sharing.
I thought we were going to be on our own on this one.
No, they said
They said he was around.
They said
Laddie thinks you shouldn't look a giftapode in the mouth.
A giftapode. I mean, if bears are called bear podes, I guess that there must be horse podes.
Horse podes.
Who fucking know? Ariadna is full of surprises.
Well, according to the Ariadna faction book, like every animal can be, poded.
Man, it would be really lame to be a werehorse.
That's like a
Do you
centaur?
turn into a centaur?
Yeah.
No, because the thing is, it's not that, it's human animal. It's antipode animal. You get me?
Like antipode virus into the animal, yeah.
Yeah, the wolf part comes from the antipode, and then the rest is provided by the main
the host animal, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you have bear podes, which are bear wolves.
Right.
But
if if an antipode, if a horsepode, I don't know, a horsepode bit a pregnant woman, what happens to the
well,
a horsebur?
A horsepode would be along the lines of a dog face horse, not really a...
Horrifying. We should...
the problem is, if a horsepode has sex with a
Excuse me, hello, Corvus Belli?
Then you would get a wolf horse.
Carlos, Gutierrez, we need some
Can someone call a Carlos? Any Carlos will do.
Oh my god.
We need some lore verifications. We'll go on the forums and we'll have.
Oh God, do not go on the
just
forums.
Just add every single Carlos.
Yeah, we'll add
like,
Gutierrez.
Excuse me, hi, hello.
And we'll know by next week. We'll go on the war core thread.
Perfect.
That's the important one.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where you stand right now. You have the option of just straight up, charging this place head on. You have the option of meeting with Guignon to discuss your options further.
We should definitely
getting a map of, now that we know the name of the bank and all that. Now I can find it and get a little bit more information. We know the vault. What's a CSU operator?
It's like a super mall.
Super mall cop. Do they actually have guns?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Often briefcases that turn into guns.
Crazy. But yeah, we should totally talk to that crazy bitch.
All right, we're gonna meet him, and I'm gonna be like, Guignon, you son of a bitch. Flex.
And then with his weedy little arm, he's gonna clasp yours, and you're extremely muscular knight arm, his little nerd arm, yeah.
Okay.
He's not an imposing figure at all, but he does look damn sharp in a suit.
It's all that charm.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I didn't realize this, but apparently in my character sheet it says that Antonio / Duke Jax is 1.9 meters and he weighs 100 kilos. So
That follows. So he is pretty muscular.
he is a big dude. Out of armor.
we're just not a small party.
Yeah, we are large. We are large lads.
He's 6'2" and weighs like what, 220 pounds?
Yep.
Yeah.
Large lad.
All right.
He's here to balance us out.
So we will make the discussion as to what we're going to do for next week. Guys, thank you for all your subs. Thank you for all your support. Keep an eye on this space. Our third program is currently in the works. There might be dragons, but there are definitely few to no dungeons in this next one.
Imagine dragons.
No, don't imagine them. Well, they might be imaginary.
I've
But-
already imagined the dragon.
But
We shall
Mummer's dragon.
keep an eye out on our Facebook page for more information about what's going on with that. We have some interesting things going on with there. As always, Land of Ice and Snow is Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Good Boys is Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And our schedule is continuing. And like I said, keep an eye on that challenge because it looks like we're halfway there. So I think we're definitely going to get another Valheim night probably in April.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Say goodnight,
for
Gracie.
Vermintide.
Good night, Gracie.
Gracie.
Night.